Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and I wanted to make this video to kind of clear the air. Clear the air on a lot of really negative, awful things I have continuously read about myself and our community, more so myself, honestly. That I know it's like a minority. You're gonna have haters as a content creator, especially someone outspoken like myself and that has been growing like ourselves. I feel like I want to have this video on record so that if I ever have to read this stuff or you have to argue about somebody about our content or who we are, you can redirect them to this video to maybe enlighten them or at least have our side of the story being told, because there are so many negative, awful things said or criticisms I just don't understand that I will try and address in this video. And you know, I think for the majority of my community that watches my videos, this will be like, well, of course, like they get this, they watch the video, our content, they don't have these misconceptions. If you actually watch my content, you listen to what I have to say, you're not going to have these issues. But I want to go over some of the things I read all the time that just bother me. Someone who cares way too much, it definitely bothers me too much, and I should try and ignore it. But again, I want to put this video out there just so people have an idea of who I am and where I'm coming from. So this started for me, at least. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff going on. I've seen hate threads on like Reddit, on Twitter, even Hearthstone. They were like just hating on me the other day. It's like, why? And always these things that just don't make any sense. So let's go over a lot of these things. But first, I just saw today on my even in my sometimes in my YouTube comments, pretty rare, but it comes up in my YouTube comments. I saw this today in This Week in Hearthstone, asking me basically why I don't just quit this game if I hate it so much. And the ongoing thread said that I just like I milk it for views and all this. It's just all this stuff. But okay, let me be very, very clear. I do not hate Hearthstone. I do not hate Hearthstone at all. I've been playing since 2015, since Goblins vs. Gnomes came out. I've been playing almost every day since. I've played every mode to death outside of duels. Even Battlegrounds, I have like 1,500 top fours. Like, I play everything. And believe it or not, with a card game, when you have rotating expansions, rotating standard years, you have mini sets, you have nerfs and all this buffs and all these changes all the time, the game will have its ups and downs. It will be really good sometimes, it'll be really bad sometimes. Currently, I feel like it's really, really bad. I do not like standard. I do not like wild at all. I find them to be awful, and a lot of people feel the same way as me. And instead of just quitting a game because a certain meta I don't like is existing, I rather use my voice, my channel, to, you know, constructively critique the game and say how I feel things can be improved, what cards could be nerfed, what cards could be buffed, etc., etc. If I felt the game was unsalvageable, yeah, I'd walk away. If I thought it was never going to be good again, or be at least close to what I think it will be good again, then I would walk away. But, you know, we have a pretty open dev team that listens to a lot of criticism and feedback. We have more balance changes than ever. They seem to be a lot more open to, you know, changes. So why not use my voice that you, like, my community has granted me? We have quite a large voice to suggest some changes. And believe it or not, the majority of the changes we suggest, they actually act on. The vast majority of stuff that we find to be problematic with the game, and we typically use numbers and analysis to provide this, whether it's HS replay stats, vicious syndicate reports, just player feedback, etc., etc., they typically act on almost everything we've ever asked for. There are there's of course not everything, and it'd be crazy to listen to everything because, well, then they're not really directing their own game. But the criticisms we put out there are pretty much, received. It's just the timeliness. Sometimes it takes a while or whatever. Regardless, my channel is built around discussion-based content. And when you're talking about a card game in general, the more interesting thing to talk about with a card game is what cards could be changed to make things better, what mechanics are good for the game, bad for the game, etc., etc. The game will never be perfect. It's a card game. It's a video game. Hell, Nothing is ever perfect. I'm not perfect. I mean, I could do a lot better. Like, look at this hair. What is this? Do a better job shaving, better job of cleaning up my place. I could lose some weight, all this stuff. There's always things to improve. And I feel like, you know, you always should strive for self-improvement. And as a discussion-based channel, Hearthstone will never be perfect. Hearthstone is not going to be a perfect video game. There's no such thing. And as a discussion-based channel, we're always going to suggest things that might help make it better. We'll also celebrate the good stuff with like fun top 10 lists, or if there's a good balance patch, we'll give an applause to like good nerfs or creative nerfs, like the Crab Rider nerf a while ago. That was awesome. It was a great balance change, and we always point out the good. But, you know, we're going to point out the bad, and we're also going to critique and say how things can be improved, because that's just the way a channel like this works. It doesn't matter how many changes they make. It doesn't matter if they do literally everything I ever ask. There'll always be something that can be improved. There's always something we're going to want to talk about that can be improved. That doesn't mean we hate the game. That doesn't mean I hate Hearthstone. It just means I feel like there's something that can be improved. And that goes for everything that I typically follow. I'm just a critically minded person. And people seem to misconstrue that because I'm critical all the time, because I want things to improve all the time, that I hate the game, that I can't stand it, that he's just complaining. No, it's providing constructive criticism, giving analysis, opinions on why, you know, these things should be changed, and that's that. And that's what our channel's about. So when I get comments like, be more constructive like Kibler, did you watch his video about, you know, combo stone and all this stuff? I'm like, yeah, I watched it, and that's exactly what we do. Kibler might have a better delivery because he's Brian Kibler. Like, literally, he just speaks really well. I try my best, but he provided stats, we provide stats. He provided opinion, we provide opinion. He provided, you know, suggested changes, we provided suggested changes. We talked about what we enjoy about the game right now. He talked about what he enjoys in the game right now. We do all of that, but it's like people just automatically assume we're here ranting and raving, yelling and doing all this stuff. And that's to another point, that I'm constantly harassing the dev team, and that I send people out to hate them, send people out to go and harass them. Here's a tip or a spoiler for anybody that actually doesn't watch my content. I don't harass the dev team. I'm not gonna say friends, but I'm quite cordial and in contact with multiple of them. I've opened DMs, by the way, with more than 2 of the devs on the Hearthstone team. Celestalon blocked me. He did, but he blocked me because I called a certain caster an a-hole, which I'm not really going to go back on, but whatever. I called him that. He didn't like that, but every word that I'd said to Celestalon was pure positivity. I even DM'd the guy compliments and praise. I've never said anything negative about him before or even after that incident, because I still respect him. I still think he does a good job. I have nothing against the dev team, and I have never, ever suggested anybody to go and harass a dev, go on their social media and just give them crap or anything. Ever. The only thing I've ever suggested is Ixar does his AMA every week, and if you have a question you would like to ask him and maybe something you would like to see change, go ask him in a polite way there. That's all I've ever suggested, and a lot of my followers have done that, and he's answered a lot of my followers' questions, which is awesome, which is why I like this dev team. They're very open. They may make a lot of decisions I disagree with, but they're entitled to that, just like I'm entitled to give my opinion on what I think would be better in that. And seems like most of them are open to that and respectful of that. They might not agree, but they're not exactly like, oh, Zeddy is toxic and saying all these horrible things. And no, we're just talking about a game we love, how we like to see it improve. And I can't count how many comments I've seen where people thank me for actually reinvigorating their love in Hearthstone, having hope for it, seeing that somebody like myself that is passionate about it is still sticking around, still fighting the good fight, if you want to call it that. They want to keep playing, and that's cool, because I want to keep playing Hearthstone. I love playing Hearthstone. I've been having so much fun with Arena these days. Arena is a super fun mode, and I feel like the meta's really good. I put out a tweet like of 4 cards I like to see banned, because I like to be critical, but it's not like I'm saying Arena sucks. I love Arena. There's always a way to improve things, right? Like, I think Arena would be healthier if Ramming Mount wasn't in it. I think that would lead for more fun games. Do I hate Arena because Ramming Mount's in there? No, it's just something I would suggest. So yeah, that's something I can't understand why people like you're always negative and you're attacking devs when that literally could be farther from the truth. And then the one thing I love that I read all the time is you only make YouTube videos for views and you're trying to make money off of them. Yeah, no kidding. I need to pay my bills. Every YouTuber makes a YouTube video for the intention of getting views. That's kind of the deal. I stream on Twitch to try and get views. I would like to get subs if I can to, you know, support myself financially. If you don't know this about me, I have an accounting degree. I used to work as a full-time accountant. I could always go back to that. It's not like I can't make money doing anything else. I just love making YouTube content, Twitch content, but yeah, I have to pay my bills. So I'm going to title my videos in a way that will try and get the most views possible, whether it be clickbait or not. It's typically a question which, you know, derives a reaction and emotion, and then I answer that question with my thoughts and takes. It's never misleading. It's actually not really clickbait. It's more of just a question and an answer that I never put in something in the title or in the thumbnail that's not actually answered or alluded to in the video. So the whole term of clickbait is kind of misconstrued there, but regardless, yes, I make YouTube videos to make money. I monetize my videos to make money because I would like to pay my bills and, you know, maybe buy a new computer to invest in upgrading the stream like I have because of that stuff. So the people that crap on YouTube creators or Twitch or any content creator for creating the content to get views, to make money is just kind of silly. Like, I just don't really understand that, but apparently that's going to be the thing. We should just make the videos, full-time commitment to it, and expect no income from it, and just, you know, not be able to pay bills. It just doesn't really make much sense to me. And I'll just leave off with the thing where they're like, it doesn't matter, no matter what they do, if, you know, no matter what Zeddy complains about, if they fix it, he'll just move on to the next. He complained about Control Priest forever and ever, and now he's complaining about something else. Well, like I said, no game can ever be perfect. There's always going to be problems. Control Priest was very frustrating to me in the Barons. It's not really relevant now, but there's a lot of things like the Demon Seed which are very frustrating to me, so I'd like to see that corrected. And when the Demon Seed gets fixed, maybe it's the Mage quest that is really frustrating, and I'd like to see that get addressed. And maybe when that gets fixed, it's something else. There's always going to be something that can be improved. Like I said, nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Well, maybe you're perfect. I don't know. But I feel like everyone and everything can be improved in some way, and I just like to put my voice out there, your voice out there, of how we feel it could be improved, whether that's right or wrong. And again, it goes for me too. I'm trying to improve every single day. It's the only way you improve yourself as a human being, and that's it. I just want to put that out there. I hope that somebody out there listens to this, and there's been a lot of people that I've come across that have like have heard a lot of negative things about me and then actually watch my content, and they're like, I don't understand why they always say this. I'm like, I don't know either, and I wish they would just actually watch my content and maybe have a slightly open mind. I have no idea, but there's so many people out there that support us, do very well. We're almost at 35,000 subs, and my goodness, what a crazy ride it's been. And I just wanted to put that out there, so if I get these comments, I can at least just link them to this video. So I hope everyone has a great day. Hopefully I'll have a video out tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'm reorganizing everything. If the nerfs get announced, I'll definitely have something out, but regardless, I hope you guys have a great day. And if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.